ladies and gentlemen. It's just not done yet. The season has just barely started. And now the NFL season is here on top of this college season. And now we're even seeing some of these games in the NFL like that. It's wild. It's wild that everybody out there picked Cincinnati to win the AFC North, and yet they shit the bed versus the Cincinnati. I mean, versus the New England Patriots with a rookie quarterback. It's crazy. And that's not it. I mean, let's so I want to break down a little bit more with these NFL games. So we'll go through some of these daily NFL games before I just get on up out of here. We'll just skim through them really quick. With the NFL scores, we'll just get to talking about them, get some of these games pulled up and some of these scores throughout today. So we seen week one. I'll share the tab. We seen the Ravens and the Chiefs, the Packers and the Eagles. Good game, by the way. The Eagles are able to pull that off. The Saints just demolished the Panthers. Demolished the Panthers. Bryce Young had two interceptions. He was 3 for 30, 161 yards, 2 interceptions. They went and got Miles Sanders. They had Miles Booby Sanders from Pittsburgh. I don't know how my man got held to 5 carries and 22 yards, and they just spent all that money for that offensive line. And old ass Adam Thielen is being a leading reception for the Panthers. How does that happen? That's just crazy to me. That's crazy. That makes no sense. Xavier Leggett had 4 receptions for 35 yards. Jonathan Mingo had 2 receptions for 40 yards. They went and they got Jatavion Sanders. They got all these guys on this team. This team is young, and I know they're going to struggle. I hope that they just have the patience to just develop this team. I hope this team is going to come through. But Deontay Johnson had 2 catches for 19 yards. We traded him, I think, which I think I'm looking at it now. I think might have been a great trade that we made. But you can't have Miles Sanders being held to 5 carries for 22 yards. Come on. All that money y'all just spent, and y'all get blown out in week 1, 47-10, looking like a college football score. And as many people is down on Derek Carr. Derek Carr, 19 for 23, 200 yards and 3 tuds. Come on, man. Alvin Kamara is still out there doing his thing. 15, 83 and a tud. Jamal Williams, 11 for 38 and a tud. Come on, man. We ain't playing. He out and he spread the ball around pretty good. Chris Olave, Jamal Williams, Juwan Johnson, Alvin Kamara, Foster Monroe, Rashid Shaheed got involved. Like, they not playing. They came to play. The Saints came to play. Hell, the Panthers got held to 58 yards. All that money they just spent, 58 yards. They were 1 for 10 on third down. That is they might be in trouble again. They may be going to get a top pick, and they may be going to go grab a quarterback. They may be about to go grab a quarterback. The Panthers they look like they're in trouble right now. I'm just being honest. The Giants, I don't know why Daniel Jones, man. I'm done. I'm off the Daniel Jones trade. I'm done. It's already out there. You'll find it. You'll clip it up. You'll say trucking. You don't know what you're talking about. Daniel Jones, I'm done. I'm off the Daniel Jones train. I'm done with him. I can't. I gave him so many chances. He's throwing picks. 22 for 42, 160, 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Then Sam Darnold outplayed him. By the way, somebody who y'all just giving up on. Sam Darnold, 19 for 24, 208 yards, 2 tuds, and 1 interception. Somebody for a lot of people who just given up on and said that he wasn't going to be able to bounce back, even though he was tearing shit up at SC when he was there. Justin Jefferson, 459, had a tud. Jordan Addison, 3 for 35, no tuds. But listen, man, how do you throw 2 interceptions, bro? You got Malik Neighbors. He had 5 receptions, 66 yards. You got Darius Slayton. You got Malik Neighbors. You got you got the pieces you need. You got some pieces around you now. Maybe y'all a piece or two short, But that's just crazy. Y'all gotta if the Giants want to save their season, they have to get rid of Daniel Jones. But when you're dropping the back passing 42 times, that may not be your strength. Y'all should have paid Saquon Barkley. I don't know how y'all didn't pay Saquon and y'all paid Daniel Jones. But right now, the Giants organization is looking like they don't know what the hell they're doing. And ain't nobody gonna keep buying tickets to watch Daniel Jones shit the bed. I'm sorry to say that. It is what it is. Period. Um, the Patriots, Jacoby Brissett coming in, 15 for 24, 121 passing yards. Um, Obviously, I didn't know that's why they won a game because of Jacoby Brissett, but I think that was a wise decision. I think that is the smartest decision that the Patriots did. It was going to go ahead and start the veteran and Jacoby Brissett. I think that was a great. I thought they lost a rookie quarterback. I stand corrected. I think that was great for them doing that because for the simple fact these young quarterbacks need time to develop. You got two on your roster. Give them time to develop. Jacoby Brissett, get comfortable in the offense. Show them that you can run the ball. He ran the ball 7 times for 32 yards. He's going to be a hell of a coach one day to me. I think Jacoby Brissett will make a hell of a coach. Spread the ball around effectively. He knows how to run an offense. 15 for 24, 121 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Do not care about that because they were effective running the ball. They had 170 rushing yards. They had 120 passing yards. I do not care about that, not one bit. Joe Burrow, 21 for 29, 164 yards, no touchdowns. Zach Moss had 9 carries, 44 yards, and 1 touchdown. Joe Burrow they were not able to run the ball. And I told y'all, missing Joe Mixon, they're going to feel the effects for that. He was able to open that offense up all the way. Where is the other receivers? Joe Mixon would have been one of at least he would have been effective in this receiving category for the Bengals. They need their receivers. Why would you tear up that? Why would you tear that up? Jamar Chase is good, but Jamar Chase is going to start showing, especially in the AFC North. Y'all did the same thing to Chad Ochocinco over there at the Cincinnati Bengals. Don't do it again with Jamar Chase. You got to have guys up in the AFC North in our division. Those are well coached and those programs up there. Those owners in the AFC North seem to know a little bit more about football and know how to go ahead and roll with their coaches and trust in their coaches to get the jobs done. And those GMs. And I'll tell you what, Jamar Chase, those numbers will probably get worse. They will start dwindling if they don't get it together. I told you I think they missed a window, but everybody else is so high on them. But they just lost to the Patriots. All right, by 6, but they lost. Don't matter. I'm not mad. I'm a Steelers fan. Call it what it is. The Texans were able to squeak out a win today against the Colts, 29-27. CJ Stroud, 24 for 32, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon. What did I just have finished saying? What did I just get finished saying about Joe Mixon? Joe Mixon meant so much to that Bengals offense. It was ridiculous. He goes down to Houston, has 30 carries for 159 yards and 1 touchdown. Nico Collins, 6 receptions, 117 yards. You hear me? Anthony Richardson was 9 for 19, 202 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Quit playing with me, man. It sound like he was the leading rusher on that team. 6 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown. It's the same shit he was doing in college. He's doing it in the pros. He's a hell of an athlete. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is, but that's the way the quarterbacks go. They got to get some more weapons around him. I don't know, but that was a good game up there. It was a good game. Seemed like it was a very good game. Division rival game. Listen. Joe Mixon was doing his thing, man. Was doing his thing. They were able to mix up things. Nico Collins, 6 receptions, 117 yards. Tank Dell had 3 receptions, 40 yards. Stephon Diggs, 6 receptions, 33 yards, 2 touchdowns. Red zone threat down there. Got him. And For those who said that Stephon Diggs wasn't going to go down there to the Texans and provide, I don't know. I don't know. He was able to get it done. They were the Texans don't look like they're gonna take no steps back. I like that game out of CJ Stroud, 234 yards total. Don't matter, you got the dub. That's a good win. Y'all showed incredible balance throughout that whole game. Um, 204 yards passing for the Texans, 213 yards rushing. For the Colts, it was 104 yards rushing, 190 yards passing. Um, Third down efficiency, they both were at 50%. However, fourth down, the Texans were at 100% and the Colts were at 50%. Total plays, 76. And the Texans had the ball for 20 more minutes than the Colts. They kept the ball away from the Colts. 5 penalties for the Texans for 30 yards, 4 penalties for 20 yards for the Colts. They punted the ball. The Colts punted the ball 3 times. The Texans punted 4 times. Sack allowed. Texans were 4 sacks were allowed on the Texans, and the Colts only allowed 2 sacks. However, it's just a good game. Well, it's a good game between those two. Joe Mixon is a problem. Listen to Bengals. I told y'all. I just said that the Bills, they got out of a good one with the Cardinals. Kyler Murray 21 for 31, 162 yards, 1 tud. He was the leading rusher on that team, 5 carries, 57 yards. James Cook for the Bills, 19 carries, 71 yards. Keon Coleman already going up there, being a leading reception for the Bills, 4 reception, 51 yards. Greg Dortch was the leading receiver for the Cardinals, 6 receptions, 47 yards. Josh Allen was 18 for 23, 232 yards and 2 touchdowns. The NFL is starting to look like they at least week 1 look like they were starting to respect the rushing a little bit. Marvin Harrison Jr. only had 1 catch for 4 yards in this game. It's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. James Conner had more receptions than him. That offense is limited with Kyler Murray. I must say that. Even though Kyler Murray puts up the points, they'll score. It's fast, athletic. It's limited. I must say that the Cardinals got to look there to open up that offense, or you're gonna have some unhappy campers there. I'm just saying. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but whatever. James 1971 yards. Josh Allen he was 9 for 39, 2 touchdowns on the ground and 2 in the air. Hell of a fantasy game for him if you got him on your fantasy team. Matt Hollins, 2 receptions, 25 yards and a touchdown. Shaquille Shakir, 3 receptions, 42 yards and a touchdown. James Cook had 3 receptions, 32 yards. Keon Coleman, like I said, 4 receptions, 51 yards. The team just getting young. Marquez Valdez-Scantling had a reception. Dawson Knox had a reception for 23 yards. Dalton Kincaid had a reception. They about ready. The Bills, but they going to start getting it together. Young receiving core. Don't look like they really missing a beat. They still able to get that win. Josh Allen was hungry enough to keep going for them boys early in the season, but I don't think you could depend on Josh Allen to keep doing that every game with that. The Bears came back and beat the Titans. The Titans had them at a halftime 17-3, and they let them come back. Will Levis, 19 for 3,227 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Can't happen. Caleb Williams was 14 for 29 and 93 yards. DeAndre Swift with 10 carries for 30 yards. DJ Moore had 5 receptions, 36 yards. Not so much of a good look for a guy who they just putting tremendous pressure on. I mean, they got everybody who they need over there. Tony Pollard for the Titans had 16 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, Caleb Williams didn't have 100 yards in the game, no touchdowns, and no interceptions. He didn't turn the ball over, but he didn't have 100 yards with Roman Duzier, Keenan Allen, and DJ Moore on his team. Cole Kmet. That's crazy. That's crazy. I must say that's crazy. That would not be a running recipe for that team going forward. The Jaguars and the Dolphins. The Dolphins wind up beating the Jags. They pulled that off. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I ain't mad at that. Trevor Lawrence, 12 for 21, 162 yards and 1 touchdown. crazy. He just got paid all that money, and that's all y'all putting up with the weapons that y'all got. This is crazy. Tyreek Hill, 7 receptions, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. He's in and out. Tua, man, 23 for 37, 338 yards and a touchdown. Man, people got to start backing off of Tua, man. Tua be doing his thing, bro. Tua be doing his thing, bro. I don't care nobody say Tua does his thing, bro. Even though Tua got the best receiver, or arguably the best receivers in the game, Jalen Waddell, 5 receptions, 109 yards, no touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 7 receptions, 130 yards and a touchdown. Devon Chain had 7 receptions, 76 yards. Raheem Mostert had a catch, 2 catches for 10 yards. Man, them boys, man, listen, man, they're gonna keep doing their thing. A Chain got in the end zone, had 10 carries, 24 yards, and a touchdown. They're gonna be able to beat you through the air, man. They're gonna be able to beat you through the air. The Dolphins got to run the ball a little bit better, man. That's it. That's the only thing I would say. That's the only thing I would say about the Dolphins. They have to run the ball a little bit better in order for that to sustain success out there, man. In the AFC, run the ball a little bit better. But look, 81 yards, 319 in the air. Man, they doing their thing, man. Dolphins. Shout out to the Dolphins, man. Right now, these games are going on right now. The Broncos are down 13 and 16 to the Seattle Seahawks. Bo Nix right now is 16 for 27, 68 yards and an interception. Geno Smith is 9 for 13, 72 yards and an interception. I will not hold that against Bo Nix to be there in the NFL. I'm not. I think he'll still do it. Kenneth Walker, that's the difference right now. 14 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. As of right now in the game, y'all, total yards, Broncos have 135, 62 passing, 73 rushing. Well-balanced offense, if you ask me. The Seahawks right now, 187 total yards, 59 passing, 128 rushing. Listen, they rushing the ball better. They got better backs over there, man. Let's check in on this. I knew Gardner Minshew. I told y'all about Gardner Minshew. I told you that. I told you about Gardner Minshew. I told you it'd be a good Bears quarterback. 19 for 25, 217 yards, and a touchdown. Justin Herbert, 5 for 22, 133 yards. J.K. Dobbins, 7 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown. Zamir White, 12 carries for 44 yards. Devontae Adams, 5 receptions, 60 yards. Quentin Johnston, 3 receptions, 38 yards. He just stepped up. Gardner Minshew is spreading the ball around, hitting the open guys, taking what the defense giving them. It looks like I'm about to go back and start watching that game again. Quentin Johnson is the leading receptionist for the Chargers right now, and what they got going on. Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. He's trying to establish that run with these guys, man. But right now, game where the Chargers 95 yards, 129 passing, and they still in this game. They're leading this game right now, 16-10. They are leading this game, playing defense and running the ball, controlling the clock. All right. The Cowboys is stomping a mud hole in the Cleveland Browns right now. That's crazy. Get Deshaun Watson up out of there. That is the worst thing the Cleveland Browns did, was paid Deshaun Watson all that money, $234 million guaranteed. And you got guys out there like Lamar Jackson who actually can produce a little bit better. Yeah, he missed some passes, but damn, he's 11 for 22, 91 yards and an interception. Dak Prescott is 14 for 21, 156 yards and a touchdown. Say what you want about him. Ezekiel Elliott coming back, 8 carries, 35 yards and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 4 receptions, 58 yards. Listen, David Njoku, 4 receptions, 44 yards. Rome, 6 carries, 19 yards. Dak Prescott get the job done. Say what you want about Dak, but Dak is a damn baller. Yeah, he might be choking in playoffs, but Dak is a goddamn baller. You know what he's doing on that offense. Shout out to Dak, man. Dak be balling, man. Gotta pay that man. It's a fucking problem, bro. It's a problem. Dak is a problem. I don't care what nobody say. Commanders is getting stomped on. The Buccaneers beating them 23-7 right now. Baker Mayfield, 18 for 22, 187 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Daniels is 7-14, 59 yards. He's also got 10 carries for 71 yards. Austin Eckler got 1 reception for 22 yards. You got to play hero ball over there. You got to play hero ball. I did not think that. I'm glad that he's taking care of the ball, but Sam Howell was put in this position last year with the same team, damn near, and they probably could have loaded up that defense with some nice defensive picks. Stayed with Sam Howell. I mean, say what you want, well, Commanders fan. This is just my opinion, but same shit, different toilet. Same. Your best receiver doesn't even have a reception. Terry McLaurin. I mean, I'm not saying that Jaden Daniels ain't good. Obviously, he is. He's very athletic. He had 10 carries, 71 yards, 59 yards passing. And y'all are down right now, 7-23. Snack college. Sorry to say that. Gotta have more than just a quarterback that can run on you. In the NFL, gotta have some. Gotta have the eyes to make plays downfield, stretch that open more for you. Because right now you're a running threat, and I mean he's killing Buccaneers right now, but I don't think that's sustainable to keep doing that and keep doing that. And they got some players over there, but right now, y'all, that's it. Right now, man. I done read y'all the box scores for some of the games that's going on. I walked y'all through the Pittsburgh Steelers game. I talked about Colorado, Nebraska game, and also their upcoming game versus Colorado State, the Rams. And I talked about Penn State, Bowling Green. Walked y'all through some other games in the NFL. So y'all have a good night, man. Y'all keep on watching football, and I'll be back later this week. We're all hiding the fam. Don't forget midweek with DP. Fans point of view episodes be dropping later on this week too, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in to me, man. Y'all keep on supporting. And then till the next time, man. Peace out. Thank you for supporting.